this is Raul for Bass Musician Magazine, and I'm coming to you today with part 3 of making my Glarry GIB 5-string bass even better. If you've seen parts 1, you know that I've worked the fretboard, smoothing the sharp edges of the frets, working in oil to protect it, getting that all really nice. Secondarily, I've worked the neck of the instrument to make it nice and smooth and waxed it, so it is lovely. It just is, it encourages you to want to play. I can't begin to tell you how nice it feels. And we've cleaned up the body of the instrument, so that's nice and clean. The last thing that I was needing was strings. The Glarry bass comes with strings from the factory, but when you think of a price point of around just under $140 for the whole instrument, I had kind of lowered expectations for the strings themselves. The surprising thing is, of course, when I took off the old strings, I had a set of Galli bass strings, the same gauges. Okay, I know some of you are going to want to know some of the details about these Galli strings. This is the MSB 45125. These are medium steel round wound, which means there's a pure steel wrap around a hexagonal core. The goal, what they set out to get with these strings, is a brilliant sound, a soft touch, and a consistent sustain. It comes packaged in a great anti-corrosive protective setup. They're sealed in plastic, and that's why even though I've had these for a while, they are spectacularly new. The manufacturer suggested price, if you go on the Galli.com website right now, as of this recording, is 38.3 euro, which translates roughly to about $43.17 in dollars. If you flip the box over, there is a table that's very useful to kind of let you know where these strings are located within the MSB family. They're all steel round wound, but there's all of the possible gauges. You can get them from 4-string up to 6-string, and this tells you, again, running from 0.45 up to 0.125 as far as the gauge for the strings. And I'd been meaning to put them on one of my instruments, and I thought this will be perfect for this one. Let's give this a try. I still have some of the sound sample of the Glarry bass with the original strings. Make up a sample of the new sound, and you can hear for yourself what a difference good strings make on this instrument. Let's check this out. So let's talk a little bit about my sound chain. It starts with the Glarry bass with the new Galli Strings on it. From there it goes through an Astrope cable to my DNA head and cab, and from there we're going DI out straight back into the camera where you're hearing it. Now, really impressive what a new set of strings, in this instance the Galli Strings, made with the sound of this bass. Louder, crisper sounds, great sustain, and they feel absolutely fabulous. So I understand at their price point, when you look at the cost of additional strings, Glarry did as good as they could keeping it at a budget. But when you improve your strings, it's made the instrument a world better. To the point where I've had some basses that when I got them initially, maybe they had old strings on them. I went ahead and changed the electronics to start out with, so maybe I didn't have to. But that's a whole story for another day. But give them a try with different strings. You may notice that it's an impressive difference. Other important highlights to remember: the changes we've made to the instrument. We've dressed the frets, worked out the neck, smoothed that. We've polished, we've added oil to the fretboard, and lastly, we've added a new set of strings. And this instrument is a dream now, so I'm going to have a lot more fun playing it. If you want to see where we started out, go back to our original review of the Glarry GIB 5-string bass. Make sure you check out parts 1, part 2. This is now part 3 on making the Glarry bass better. This one with a new set of strings. If you want more information about this particular brand, and that is the Galli Strings, go to gallistring.com and you can find out all of the details. So this has been Raul for Bass Musician Magazine, bringing you the latest in the world of bass.